I'm Khanh. This week we announced the release of Flutter 3.44 and Dart 3.12 at Google I/O. I've got 5 minutes to recap the biggest things happening at Google I/O. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. First up, Dart. We are officially bringing Dart to Cloud Functions for Firebase, which means you can now write HTTP and callable functions in pure Dart. For more on Dart Cloud Functions, check out the talk, Build Full Stack Dart Applications with Flutter and Firebase Functions from Rody. Dart 3.12 also introduces private named parameters to initialize private fields directly from named constructor arguments, plus experimental support for primary constructors so that instance variables can now be declared directly in the class header. Second, developer experience. Widget previews, originally added in Flutter 3.35, enables devs to validate widgets separately from a running app. With this latest release, widget previews is getting full support for the Flutter inspector. If you're using coding agents, these next updates are for you. First, we're launching a new collection of Dart and Flutter agent skills. There are step-by-step instructions that your coding agents can reference for completing Dart and Flutter tasks based on recommended best practices. We're also excited to announce a feature we're calling Agentic Hot Reload. Hot Reload will now just work automatically with your favorite coding agent without manual setup. If you're interested in learning more on how to write good Flutter code and how Flutter's dev tools can help you do that, check out Miriam, Eric, and John's session that is aptly titled How to Write Really Good Flutter Code. If you're interested in learning more about how to approach Flutter development with coding agents, head over to Craig's session with Andy and Rody, Learn to Vibe Once, Run Anywhere with Anti-Gravity and Flutter. Third, building AI experiences with Flutter. I'm excited to share that full LiteRTLM support for Flutter is coming soon to the Flutter Gemma package. This means you'll be able to run powerful models like Gemma 4 entirely on device and benefit from GPU and NPU acceleration, regardless of platform. Also, if you love full stack Dart, check out GenKit Dart. It's a new open source framework for building production-ready agentic apps. The best part? It works on the server and client side too. For more info, head on over to Noe's session on building with GenKit, Dart, and Flutter. Fourth, GenUI is a UX paradigm where AI constructs and responds in real time with UI, rather than walls of text. Flutter's GenUI SDK provides a foundation for building dynamic GenUI experiences in your Flutter apps, like this one. Still not sure about GenUI? Li-Te Cheng and his team at Google DeepMind were pioneers in the GenUI space. They built one of the very first examples of GenUI with the visual layout experiment that landed in the Gemini app late last year. Li-Te made some time to stop by and tell us why GenUI matters, why Flutter is such a great tool for it, and he even shared some tips for building your own GenUI experiences. For a deep dive on GenUI, check out Andrew's Google I/O talk on building dynamic, personalized user experiences with generative UI. Fifth, platforms. This release marks a foundational leap in how we integrate with Android through Hybrid Composition++, which lets the Android OS natively handle layer compositing, significantly improving complicated renderings in native Android views. On iOS, we've officially moved to Swift Package Manager as the default for all projects. For more on building awesome native apps with Flutter, check out the session Everything You Don't Know About Building Great Native Apps with Flutter from James. And on the web, we've overhauled our WebAssembly render path with frame arenas to eliminate jank, driving up to a 40% boost. Thanks to Flutter's partnership with Canonical, the makers of Ubuntu, desktop multi-window support is finally here. Flutter now natively supports tooltips and separate dialog windows on desktop. Of course, Flutter runs everywhere, not just on our 6 stable platforms. Most notably, Toyota is now using Flutter to power the multimedia system in the new 2026 RAV4. This is a showcase that you definitely don't want to miss. If you're looking to build apps for the big screen, keep your eyes peeled because LG's WebOS SDK is coming soon. This means that you'll be able to bring your Flutter apps to WebOS devices, complete with plugin support for Firebase, video players, gamepads, and more. 6. The Impeller engine has been refined. We've enhanced visual fidelity using signed distance functions to ensure high-quality anti-alias rendering for even your most complex shapes. And finally, number 7. We are initiating one of the biggest architectural shifts in Flutter's history by decoupling the Material and Cupertino libraries from the core framework. Expect to see the original libraries deprecated in the following release along with migration support through Dart Fix. Looking toward the rest of 2026 and beyond, we are so excited to be focusing on creating an even better and more scalable Dart and Flutter ecosystem. As a part of that effort, we are excited to announce an expanded partnership with Canonical, who will now serve as the lead maintainer and strategic steward for Flutter Desktop. Phew, that was 5 minutes, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. I think we made it. For more details on Dart 3.12 and Flutter 3.44, check out What's New in Flutter and the Dart and Flutter release blog post. Until next time.